Hi, everyone. Justine Froelker, author, speaker, corporate trainer, and certified Daring Way and Dare to Lead Facilitator. And today we're going to talk about, or now in this video, because it's not a different day, creativity. I was going to talk about gratitude, but creativity just came out of my mouth. We're going to do it. Okay, creativity. I know it sounds so weird. I used to say I was not a creative person. I have since now completed many paint by numbers notes that I write to people, coloring books. I color on cards and send them to people. Paint by diamonds. I garden. I write, obviously. I write a lot on social media. I've written books. I like to take pictures of my dogs and play around with the colors and things like that, or make graphics and cool fonts and stuff like that. All creativity. And so something creative every day. And when I define creativity, it is not for production, okay? It's not to make something to sell or to make money or to get something crossed off the list. It's to sit down and create. And I first started doing creativity when I was digging my way out of the deep, dark hole of grief after infertility treatments. I colored because I knew the research behind meditation. And if you haven't noticed, I am not naturally wired to meditate. I'm pretty type A. My brain hardly ever shuts off. But I knew I needed to try to meditate because it's so good for you. It's so good for your immunity too. So, and we have a lot of different apps to help us. But when I was in grief, there's no way I was going to sit my butt down and meditate. And so the research shows that when you sit down and color in a coloring book for like 10 minutes, it looks like you just your brain looks like you just meditated for 10 minutes. And so it's a super powerful way to sit and be. It also you use both sides of your brain, especially just the more artistic side of your brain. And so different things to be creative with. Coloring. I started with crayons, and then I went to colored pencils, and then I went to markers. I'm kind of obsessed with glitter pens right now. If you want the link to buy them, I can send you my affiliate link. I love them. Hopefully Amazon still has them. I have cards with sayings on them, and I color them to people, and then I just kind of whoever's name pops in my head, they get a mail. It's just kind of a cool way to love on people. You can do puzzles, you can make graphics, memes, you can take pictures, you can do stuff with songs and music and instruments, you can garden, you can plant seeds, you can do the paint by diamonds, you can make slime, you can make sign. I saw Glennon Doyle posted the other day how parents are having their kiddos make signs for their front porch as we're all kind of stuck at home right now. We can do hard things. We can get through this together. We're in this together, things like that. Creativity is so good for our brains, so good for our hearts, and to just sit and be and create something. It's also really great for those of us who are recovering perfectionists, or if you're still a perfectionist, because to create something means that you're willing to do it imperfectly. And that's really good for us. So, I know it seems silly. I promise it will help during this time. To put it in your routine. Color. I like to do mine in the morning. Actually, when I'm drinking my morning smoothie, my breakfast smoothie, I sit down and color. Some days I'll sit in silence and color. Some days I'll listen to a podcast or a song, or I'll listen to my Marco Polo messages from my friends. It doesn't have to be these really strict rules around it. Create. Most days I just do it for 10 minutes. Maybe 5, okay? Some days on the weekends I do it for much longer, and I love it. So what are you going to create today? Just for creation's sake. I'll see you next time.